Welcome back. Well, right now we have a couple guests from a company called Possesion Planners, and you just saw their spot right before we came back. And today I'd like to welcome Corey Bash.
Pleasure, Ken.
Nice to meet you,
Thanks
sir.
for having us.
Hey, great to have you on, and Mark Dean.
Hey, nice to meet you. Thank you.
Welcome, and first we want to talk about the company and how did you get started with this, and what is it as far as you can help out people do versus just a standard, I guess you call a will or a trust or something like that.
Yeah. Well, I've been in banking for the past 8 years and also local in the Laguna Woods community.
Oh, okay, great.
And one of the biggest problems that I saw was people dealing with the loss of a loved one. And the process that is involved is extremely emotional, and just watching the family go through that type of burden and that type of situation, I wanted to do something to help.
Okay.
And though I've been working with Mark over the last 3 years trying to make this right and make this company what it is now, and all we now need to do is to educate people and to let them know how we can help them.
It's really a service people don't know that they need until they suffer the loss, so they may have that will or estate plan, but items that are of sentimental value or legacy values for the family often aren't documented or put in there, so the item may have no value, but it's a ring that's been passed down from the great-grandmother. So our service documents all those items and makes sure those items are passed on to the right person in the family.
Okay, so is some of the stuff that you do, would you actually sit down with somebody? I would imagine the first time you sit down with them, you're finding out their situation and you start to get to know them and also figure out, well, a lot of people forget what they may have, and you kind of maybe jog that memory, right?
That's a great point.
You sit down with them and go, well, you know what? Tell us about the things you have. Well, you know, they might say, you know, I have my wedding ring, I have this kind of stuff, you know, and then you go, well, think about other things, you know.
Yeah.
What did you get from your mom, your great grandmother, your whatever? Am
That's
I right?
exactly
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
getting it.
Yeah, you get it. That's it.
Yeah, and we all,
I
I think we all kind of forget that stuff.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes.
And I know how important it is, because every once in a while I'll get something from my dad, you know, just barely typewritten, and my mom and stepdad are passed away, and my stepmom recently passed away. But over the years, my dad has always says, well, you and your brother in my file cabinet in the third drawer, you'll find, and you're like,
that's exactly
really?
it. That's exactly it.
Uh-oh.
You know, and if you have a good relationship maybe with your brother like I do, that may be fine.
Yeah.
But the point is, nothing is officially documented. And,
Yeah, exactly. That's
when my stepmom passed away, they live in Santa Fe, we were both like, well, isn't a lot of her stuff documented? And it wasn't.
It's not,
Yeah.
That's the point. So Corey's been testing this for the last 3 years. We've gone into people's houses and tested. So all the learnings, we've developed a mobile app, so he actually goes into the home. And usually there's about 25 to 50 items.
Yeah, depending on the person, but I would say 50 items would be more than enough.
Yeah.
Because it's things that are
when
of
they jog your
extreme
memory, that's what
value.
comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And we have a light box, so we not only take the picture, but it's a professional quality picture. So there's no disputing that this isn't your wishes, because we also have a description, but on top of the picture, who it's going to go to, and a meaningful description on why you want to leave that item to this person.
That's nice.
So it personalizes the entire experience.
I think another big thing for us is that, you know, we want to protect people in this community. My mother lives in the village, and she's lived here for 20 years. And often I know that when people come in, caretakers or contractors, that things could be missing. So part of our services, we provide a placard on there that shows protected by Possesion Planners, and they're protected. Everything's online, so you're going to be less likely to get ripped off or taken advantage of with the service. So
right, you know,
it's just documented.
Another nice thing is, and maybe a little side note here, is people have a record of things for insurance reasons.
That's true.
It
You know?
itemizes.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
seriously.
a great point. Write that down.
See, I just
Thanks, Ken.
added value there. But no, I mean, that's really true. You have someone come in and it forces you, in a good way, to think about, wow, I have these items, and you know what, you both are right. There's a real value, there's intrinsic value, and they may come across something that they realize wow, this has a real value
Sure.
to it along with the sentimental value.
Yeah.
Well, we just had a customer this weekend, right?
Yeah, someone reached out to us and was looking for help appraising items.
Yeah.
So we went to a bunch of local coin dealers and antique dealers to see if they can help us with appraisals.
That's
and
great.
also sales. So it can
So
help
there's a
them
lot of
sell
things
the
that
items.
you folks
It's
do,
just
yeah.
developing into this big
Yeah.
business that's really going to make a difference.
What is your primary demographic? Would it be people who are, I mean honestly,
question.
now obviously it's, for this community, we kind of know what
Yeah.
it is, but
Right.
in reality, it can be almost any age group, right?
We kind of look at 55 and older,
Yeah.
anybody that would like to do this. A lot of the calls that we've been getting lately are people, the seniors call their children and have them call us to help out this process because they want it done. They don't want to have the people
Yeah,
argue
you're
about things,
absolutely right.
So if there's a lot of grandkids involved or children involved, and they want to make sure that those children don't fight over those prized possessions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've been really fortunate and blessed. We're friends with Stuart Spencer, who owns Advanced Ear
Yep,
Ear
we know
Care.
him quite well.
Do you?
Yeah.
He's a
Oh,
great
yes.
guy. So
He's been a lot of help to us.
helping us through this process on how to approach this market. So he's been invaluable to helping us understand what we should be doing here. So it's great.
Yeah, he's a great guy, he really is.
Very.
Once you get all this stuff documented and you keep it on file, what do people get some kind of a file back, a full? I mean,
Yeah.
how does that? How do they keep track of it? Maybe they even.
Great question.
After it's done, they might think, well, wait, I want to add something to it. Did I put that in here? And,
That's a
you know,
great question.
Great question.
Because when I finish this service with somebody, I print that document out for them right then and there. They sign it and date it.
Okay.
So that takes
have a
care
hard
of the
copy.
legality, a hard
Okay.
copy. But it's also online, so they can log into their account using our website.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they
It's
can
in the cloud.
adjust it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's saved in the cloud, and they can
Okay.
adjust it at any time. And unlike a will, when you make adjustments, you don't have to go through a lawyer, which is going to have a fee. Ours is free revisions.
Okay.
So as long as you print it out and sign it and date it, that is the legal one that you go by, and your family would follow that, the most recent hard copy. And we have a
Okay.
tracking system as well to ensure that it is your wishes, not your family logging in and doing anything. If it doesn't match the death certificate, when it's presented to us, the tracking system will say, hey, if this person passed away on the second, and now on the third there's adjustments, we can say which one is the legal one to use, and we can
Okay.
back them in court if we have to.
And when you get to the legal issue, is there a notary? Is there something that, maybe if they have their own lawyer, that the lawyer gets a copy of it? What makes
Yes.
it that if you went into court, they're going to say, yes, this person did sign this is all,
Yes.
Okay.
It can be attached to a will or estate plan. Unfortunately, we had a couple who used the service and they passed away, and there was a lot of children involved and grandchildren,
Yeah.
and the service worked great. They were very
Okay.
happy with it. So.
And there was no will whatsoever, as Mark
Yeah, there's
just
no
said.
will in this case,
And
yeah.
they still followed the wishes of their loved one.
okay.
So-
Would you call what you do a will?
No.
A living will or
It
anything?
is not
or-
anything
okay.
with a will. It's
I don't know
similar.
honestly,
No.
I don't know the legal term of a will,
Right.
so
Right.
I'm not sure.
It would
to
be closer
honest
to a
with you.
last testament, but
Okay.
still separate.
Okay.
And it's called a personal property memorandum.
Okay. All right, very good. And again, you go in, you take photos. How long does the process take, or is it just totally different depending how much people have? And,
Yeah.
it might even take them, once you first meet with them, it could take somebody a couple weeks at least to maybe kind of think, well, where did
Yeah.
I put this and where is it at?
It's very true. And we prompt the person, whoever we're going to be going out there and helping, is we prep them. We say, go ahead and take out 40 items or whatever, however many items it may be. And that'll give us a tracking system so we know, okay, they started with 40, we're going to end with 40. So that takes care of that. And while we're going through everything and they're already planned for this, it makes it very easy for us to get things moving once they start.
Okay.
And so as long as we prepare them, then we're going to be able to do our service for them.
Okay. as
The
far-
items vary very widely. I mean,
Oh, I'm sure
think,
they do.
it's not just jewelry you think of, right? So, I mean, it could be a golf club that's been passed down for
That's
generations,
true.
which is in my case, right? The masher, and
Yeah.
there's
Tell them about the master.
there's dishes that were acquired in the war by somebody like that. There's things that are acquired in other countries and everything like that. All those things, all the families, the different things.
Yeah.
It's amazing, but people come up with that has sentimental value to them, right?
Exactly.
That's true.
Yeah.
As far as the cost goes, is it a one-time fee? Is it an ongoing? How does that work?
So there is a one-time fee
Okay.
and a monthly fee as well.
Okay.
So you can continue to make revisions and have everything hosted on the cloud by us.
Okay.
So the one-time fee, if people enroll before April 30th, is $349, which
Okay.
saves you $50. That's $50 off our regular asking price.
Is that irregardless how much stuff they have?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
You
I mean,
can have
I didn't know if
500
it got-
items or 50. It doesn't matter.
All right. That's good to know, though.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good. Good
definitely.
to know.
And then there's an ongoing monthly.
There's a monthly.
Okay.
There's 3 packages
Okay.
that you can look into as well.
$1. That's it.
Oh, gee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not much at all.
Not at all.
You know, it sounds like a great service, and you explained it very well, because
Thank
at
you.
first I was thinking, is this just kind of a will or what it was?
Yeah.
So I totally get what you do here. I'm sure the other people, the people watching, get that as well. And I want to give, your website is easy, possessionplanners.com. You're local here, right?
Yeah.
949-480-1127. Where are you located?
I'm in Aliso Viejo. I'm
Okay,
one
but you
city
come
over.
out to somebody.
Oh
you
yeah, we come to
okay.
their
Yeah.
home.
All right,
Yeah,
they don't have to
that's-
gather.
No, they don't
No,
have to go
no,
anywhere.
no.
We,
Put it in a cardboard box.
It's an in-home service. We come out and we do everything. Yeah.
Yeah, very good. I think this could be really handy for a lot of people. And, you know, if anything, just to go back and get out all these things and know where they are
Sure.
and understand the value
Yeah.
of them, that alone is worth it right there.
Yeah.
So, fantastic.
Thank you.
Corey,
Great.
Ken, pleasure.
nice to meet you.
Hey,
Thank
nice
you
to
very
meet you.
much.
Thank you
Nice
so
to meet
much.
you.
All right.
Take care, Possession Planners. And again, website possessionplanners.com. Easy to remember. We'll be right back.
All right. Thanks.